Hey y'all! I'm gonna make this look for you happen today. I'm actually really in love with this look. It's like an Arizona sunset. That's all I have to say. My lips too. Anywho, no lashes today, no false lashes application. Just a wearable, bold look that really has pleased me. I'm very happy with it, and I intend to use it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see this look, keep watching. Hey y'all! I think we should play with some makeup. I'm gonna do a MAC centric look. Just replacing things here and there when I don't have a MAC product to actually use for it, so stay put, stay tuned. Tune in, tune out, tune up, tune round. Alright, let's start with my face today. I'm going to use my Urban Decay Pore Primer. Dun, 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 dun. Having a pretty good day. Let's see. I know this is weird, but I'm pretty excited. I'm up to 30 of you guys subscribing to me. 30. I'm very excited about that. I thank you for sharing the info and checking out my videos. I definitely have a lot of fun making them. I think you might have observed that. I think you might have. I'm going to use my MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in NW20. Here we go. Focus, focus, focus. I'm going to squirt some on the back of my hand here with my beauty blender, which I discovered 3 days ago because Kim had asked me to try, because I had tried the beauty blender bar soap to clean it out, and I thought it did a lot better than my Dr. Bronner's liquid soap that I use to clean all my brushes with. And she goes, well, have you tried it on a regular bar soap? Because she, wanted to justify paying that much money for a bar of soap just to clean her sponge, which I thought was smart. So I happened to have a bar of Ivory soap, and I washed my sponge with it, and it worked just as good. Just as good. I mean, she was concerned because color keeps coming out of her sponge, but that's gonna happen. That happens. That always happens. So, if you don't want to have to spend $25 on a bar of Beauty Blender cleansing soap, which works phenomenal, by the way, I wouldn't say don't if you really want to. I found that a bar of Ivory soap cleaned it almost as well. I think the actual motion of a bar of soap on the blender itself massages it out so that the oils break down a little bit better than the Dr. Bronner's. Just blending up into my hairline and back towards my ear. But I always will recommend a beauty blender from now on. I've tried 4 different other types of sponges that you can buy, and I like the Real Technique one. It is disintegrating pretty quickly though, I don't know why. I do like the Soho London one that's shaped like a pointed, I'll show you. This is the Real Techniques one, and it's beginning to shred right here. And that's the surface I usually apply my makeup with. And then this is the one that I don't like that I got at Target. And this is the Soho London one, which is pretty good. It doesn't hold as well in your hand though. My all-time favorite, of course, is my Beauty Blender. My Beauty Blender. Quick review, huh? Quick review. I don't have any MAC concealer, so yes I do. It's a stick concealer. But it's really thick and creamy, and I don't want to use it under my eyes. Sorry! I'm gonna use my I use it for acne. NYX HD. And use my fingers Get that smooged out. Smooge. I need to buy another one of these. I'm almost sure this is going to be done with soon. Kim told me about this concealer because I had never worn concealer except for like to cover up an acne pimple. And back in my day, they even had acne pimple medicine. Clearasil had acne, what is it called? Concealer, but it never looked right on anybody, so I never even used that. I'm gonna take my Studio Fix powder, and I'm just trying to find a lid for my foundations before it rolls away. And a fluffy Real Techniques blush brush. It's a nice big fluffy brush. And I'm just gonna kind of roll into it and do the same on my face. That's not to take away all of that magic makeup. Right now this is my favorite foundation. And I'm just gonna buff it down here. It's my favorite foundation, both the powder and the liquid. When I used to wear MAC, you'd be amazed at what I wore. Let's see if I can find it immediately. I used this NW20 full coverage foundation, and I went through so many pans of it. It's a really thick cream foundation, and I thought it was the best thing I could use, but it turns out I like this better. Yay for me! Woohoo! Okay, I am going to grab for an eyebrow brush and one of my MAC palettes. Let's see if I can find an eyebrow brush almost immediately. They tend to elude me. Whatever brush I'm looking for runs away. So I grabbed one, and let's see what color I'm going to use for my brows. I'm going to use Espresso. Let's put that back in the palette real quick. Espresso. Espresso. It's gonna kill me. Alright, where'd it go? There we go. Espresso. I'm just making a nice sharp shape. That's how I like it. I was watching Wayne Goss review his, reviewing the new MAC brushes that look like toothbrushes. And they did kind of look counterintuitive. Because they look like brushes you would clean your grout with in your bathroom. So it was kind of weird. I'm going to use my Urban Decay Anti-Aging Eyeshadow Primer Potion. Just put a little bit on each lid. It was pretty overcast today. No rain, but whenever there are clouds here in this state, the barometric pressure changes greatly to the point where most of us Arizonans start feeling sinus pressure. Okay, I want to take, if I don't drop it, Brulee. See, as you can see, I've really hit pan on this one. And use that under my brow. When I first started using MAC, we didn't have eyeshadow primers. We used paint pots and paint tubes, and shadow sticks and cream shadows just to get the vibrancy of the eyeshadow. But see, most of the time, unless you use the paint pot and Painterly, you would get a skewed color from what you were expecting to get from your palette. Sometimes that was beneficial because that's what you wanted. You were trying to get the actual, you know, change, like you layering a shimmery shadow over a black base. I'm going to use my Amber Lights. My friend Kim is who told me how beautiful this shadow is. And a all over shadow brush from Sephora. She's the one who said that it was her favorite eyeshadow of all time. I don't know if that's still true now that she has Urban Decay's Naked 3. And we're gonna do the, oh, that's pretty. Wow, I like it. Oh, look it. I'm gonna just put it over most of my eye, from tear duct to outer eye, kind of blending it up into the crease. Damn, that's a good looking eyeshadow. Making me want to swear. So good, so good. It looks totally different on me than it does on her too. On me it has this orange cast. And I'm just using that brush and blending it a little further up here. I love that color. That is one good color. Very good color. Now, I am going to use Parfait. Where are you? I'm just dusting the brush off here. That's how I do sometimes. And I'm going to Parfait it over that, right here, into a higher, I'm making kind of a sunset-y thing happening here. You would have thought I would have gone with green because I was wearing my green blouse. This was good just because I needed to do laundry. That's pretty, huh? I like it. Okay. Putting Parfait away. I'm going to use another color here with a different kind of brush. I want my small 217. There it is. The reason I always call it small is not because it's actually small. It's my newer one right here on the left, or maybe you're right here, is my brand new one. And this is how it's gotten over the years, the small one. And I love them both, but I can still use my small one for things. And I'm going to take one of my favorites. It's called Sketch. That's why they put them in palettes, it's so that I don't lose them. And get some onto my small 217. And we're going to just intensify down here. Just like that. In that little corner. I believe they still sell all of these colors at MAC. I know for sure they have Amber Lights and Sketch and Brulee. As to Parfait, I don't remember if I've seen that lavender lilac color there still. I'd have to look at the bottoms of all the samples again. Or go online and tell you, but you too can go online and look. Alright. This is my broken quad, because you can see I broke the plastic off. But you can see that you can make yourself a little travel quad if you want to have that kind of eye look. Okay, so I want to do some eyeliner. First I'm going to tight line with Fascination. It's a matte white pencil. I'm going to really prime it on my palm. That's where I have ridges on my palm. It helps to sharpen it. Isn't that weird? And my palm's warmer than the top of my hand. Excellent. And I am dropping everything. I just decided on the fly that I wanted to do, instead of a black liner, today I want to use one of my fluid lines in rich brown, so I was just pulling that out. And I'm going to take this darker purple color from my Heatherette MAC collection called Fab Orchid and work it right here into the corner. It's got a similar value as Sketch does. I could just use Sketch. Okay, nice clean, sharp line. I'm going to take the inner corner of that Heatherette MAC pencil Dash Lily. It's a sparkly lavender. And pull it towards the center. And it's got a little bit of glitter, just a touch of silver glitter, almost imperceptible. Unless you were me and I was staring at your eye, I'd be like, oh my god, you have glitter right there. But that's just how I roll. Grabbing for a, I'm going to use my Smashbox. They used to all have originally red handles on their brushes. And it's a flat synthetic Mohawk brush. And my rich ground fluid line. It's a metallic brown, copperish. And with my flat brush, I scoop some product onto the brush, and now I'm going to flat it out, back and forth, kind of like Bob Ross. I'm going to scrape some off the edge because I have a little too much product, and flat line it again. And then I'm going to press it and drag. And drag. Now I have a definite, like, Sedona Sunset thing going on. I love Sedona. If you've never been to Sedona, you might not know why people love it. It's just really beautiful. It's so striking. I would recommend going there. If you're going to go to Arizona and go see the Grand Canyon, take the extra time and make your way south, going through Oak Creek, which is gorgeous. It's not your typical, like if you're from the East Coast or up north and you go to the forest, that's not what our forests look like. Our forests are a little more dry, of course. And I'm going to take my blush in Pinch Me. Here. I'm just letting the eyeliner set before I add some blush to it. And I'm going to take an angled brush and get some on the angled brush and very lightly, because this is a very dark blush. We have a drier type of Arizona pine. We have a lot of Japanese pine. And the ground is not like lush green. It's pine needles and dirt, and you'll see sometimes a mixture of cacti filtered through it. But when you go through Oak Creek is when you get the oak trees, because that's where the creek is, and it's a perfect temp. It's just beautiful. There's also apple orchards there, and the mountain ride is just stunning. It's only a 2-lane highway going up through Oak Creek, but some of the drives here in their state are just absolutely phenomenal. Adding a little to my temple too. Phenomenal. I love this state. Loving it. I'm gonna grab for some mascara. I don't think I'm gonna actually use false lashes on this one. I think I'm going to use, I got a new eyelash curler. It's spring loaded. Kind of scary, huh? And I'm gonna use that. It's an e.l.f. curler, so this is my first time using it. I was hoping it wasn't gonna cut my lashes off. I had a friend once who lost this pad here, cut her lashes off. I felt really bad for her. And for fact, she didn't actually use a lot of makeup. I'm gonna pause you here. Right back at you. I just saw the time was running out, and I'd rather have control over it. Anyhow, she was a hippie girl who never wore makeup in the first place. But that day, she had decided to try it. And she didn't see that the rubber pad have fallen off on her lash clear. She uses them because she was in theater. She would wear makeup for theater, but she cut her lashes off. I just got mascara on my cheek. Do you care? Do you care at all? Even then in high school, I was the makeup person. It was one of my passions. I loved to make over my friends. I loved it. I'd use anything. I'd do it. I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen is makeup. I was allowed to get 17 magazine then. And that's where I learned a lot of anything I knew about any makeup. And then MTV happened for me. And I got to see looks and different styles, and grunge happened, and it was just, I had a good time. Just had a good time. I'm gonna use my MAC Prep and Prime for my lips. It keeps falling out. It kind of busted off its base. And right there with my Whirl lip pencil. Oh, they're listening to out there. And now with my, I'm going to use, on the outer corners, I'm going to use my Viva Glam 5. I thought it was 4, but it's 5. I need to get to MAC and pick up some more of the glams. And my Riri, who's that chick Riri? It's got a orangey tone to it. Anywho, this is my look. I really do like this. I probably will wear this on Saturday. We'll see. I like it a lot though. My friend Kim taught me how soft these brushes are. Kim, I owe you everything. I owe you everything. If you like this look, please rate, comment, subscribe, share. It ain't easy being green, but it sure is fun.